Hey guys, what's happening? Jamie here from Unbox. OnePlus has had a reputation of releasing devices with flagship level specs at an affordable price since 2014. Does the latest iteration of their flagship killer hold up to its moniker? Let's find out in this quick review for the OnePlus 5. First, let's talk about its design. OnePlus has ditched the signature look of previous devices in favor of something that looks more like the iPhone 7 Plus. It's still rocking a full metal build that aggressively tapers off on its sides to make it seem thinner than it actually is, measuring in at 7.2mm. It's not too big of a deal, but a little distinction would have been nice, especially since it looks like an offering from a sister company. If you haven't seen the device before, let's have a quick tour around the phone. You've got the power button on the right side, the volume rocker and notification slider on the left side. A nice touch, by the way, since you don't have to fiddle around with your phone to go into silent mode. On the bottom of the OnePlus 5 are the speaker grill, USB Type-C port, and the 3.5mm audio jack. Even though the OnePlus 5 is called a flagship killer, the brand has had to pick their battles in order to get their price much lower than actual flagship offerings. While the Samsung Galaxy S8 and the LG G6 are rocking Quad HD displays, we're only getting a full HD display with the OnePlus 5. Despite that, the panel still performs rather well with excellent color reproduction, saturation, black levels, and all that display jargon. We've also been hearing about the so-called jelly scrolling issues with the OnePlus 5, but we have yet to experience it ourselves. In delving into its internals, you've got the Snapdragon 835 processor with up to 8GB of RAM and up to 128GB of storage. To no surprise, the device is fast as even if you get the lower variant. Apps launched quickly, navigating through the UI was smooth, and pretty much handled any game we threw at it with ease. Running the show is Oxygen OS, based on the latest version of Android that gives you a ton of customization options, and more importantly, doesn't have an annoying amount of bloatware. The fingerprint scanner on the OnePlus 5 is zippy and responsive, and it's probably one of the fastest we've used in the phone so far. Now let's have a look at its cameras. OnePlus has gone with dual cameras at 16MP and 20MP. The primary lens may have a smaller megapixel count, but it has an aperture size of f1.7 and electronic image stabilization. The 20MP camera has a zoom lens that's set to 1.6x at an aperture of f2.6. Image quality is pretty good with crisp and sharp details, but the exposure on the zoom camera is a little hit or miss. It's definitely not flagship caliber, but given the price difference between this and the Galaxy S8, we're not about to complain. For battery life, the OnePlus 5 timed in at 8 hours and 50 minutes on synthetic benchmarks. In real-world use, that translates into a full day of work and may even last if you go out for a couple of drinks, depending on usage of course. If you do need to top up, the dash charger can go from 0 to 60% in half an hour. All things considered, the OnePlus 5 is still deserving of the nickname that has been passed down by its predecessors. Yes, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles that a flagship has, but it's pretty hard to come by a device with its internals at the price they're asking for. It's definitely one of the best phones you can buy without having to take a serious hit to your bank account. That's pretty much it for this quick review of the OnePlus 5. If you want to read the full review, head to unbox.ph or click on the link below. A huge shout out goes to Widget City for sending us a unit for review. We'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in getting one yourselves. As always, give us a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, and make sure you leave a comment down below if you have any questions regarding the OnePlus 5. This is Jamie, and I'll see you next time.